Tonight on Agendum, what's going on, who is responsible, and when will they resign so we can all get on with our lives? And they can pick that up on the way out too. I'm Alexandra Palisades. They say it prefers the urban setting to the rural one, but controversy is about to take another trip to the countryside after the Department of Our Environment announced plans to roll out a trial cull of Muppets. Under the scheme, farmers will be permitted to shoot Muppets with a £50 payment for each kill. To begin with, the scheme will be restricted to areas where Muppets are thought to be responsible for the outbreak of puppet flu, which the World Health Organization this week upgraded from a thing to a pandemic. From somewhere in a farm, Jessica Yesterday has recorded all that follows.
To you and me, they're harmless creatures. Most of us will never even see one in the wild. But now they're agri-public enemy number one. And it looks like time's up for the lovable Muppet. What happened to transfer these cuddly characters from Sesame Street to Death Row? Well, the answer, as is often the case in the countryside, lies in the soil of the WHO. Chin Williams is a health correspondent for the Bangkok Proust.
Until last week, puppet flu was a very minor disease with only a handful of cases every year. But then the WHO changed its qualification for pandemic status from widespread human infection to a handful of cases, prompting the government to call for this cull.
Was there a reason for this sudden lowering of the threshold?
The WHO says no, but it did recently stockpile 23 million doses of a puppet flu vaccine called Marionettrivax.
23 million?
Off of eBay.
And are Muppets the only puppets in the firing line?
For now, yes, but there are fears that flumps, clangers and even sooties may be added to the list. We just don't know.
We asked the WHO if they could come out to play, but their mum said they were doing their homework. They did, however, issue us a statement saying,
"The World Health Organization recognises the danger of influenza A virus subtype K3RM1T, commonly known as puppet flu, and has acted proportionately and dramatically to be robustly ready to tackle it. Also, the vaccine was a big-time bargain, sister."
Meanwhile, back on the farm...
Got him.
What was it?
Him's one of them Miss Piggies.
And what sort of Muppet is that?
Sort of porky. Uppity like Snooty. You know, poshin'.
Another £50 for a farmer, another Muppet dead. Maybe it is time to play the music. Maybe it is time to light the light.
With me to discuss the Muppet Cull are Jim Bomb from the British Farmers Coven and Stacey Ifonason from the RSPCP. Stacey, if I could turn to you first.
Why me?
Well, just because... never mind. Jim Bomb, this cull, is it the right thing to do?
Yes, kill the Muppets.
Stacey?
No, these creatures are no harm. They're no
Rubbish,
harm.
piffle shit.
They are no harm. They represent a tiny risk, no more than a cold or a bit hanging off your jersey.
What if that bit's attached to an exploding door handle you walk past?
It isn't, though, is it?
Well,
Is it?
is it?
It's attached to a non-exploding felt-based
But now,
puppet.
Stacey, Jim does have a point here. Some of these Muppets are explosives experts. Some of them shoot themselves out of cannons.
They dabble.
But the risk is there. One of them knows Kung Fu, I believe.
Kung Fu, self-defence, shooting yourself out of cannon, that's just a right old laugh.
This is so typical of this.
No. Now, Mr. Bomb.
Hello.
Is this a massive overreaction?
This is not a matter. I prefer to err on the side of safety. Are these even a native to the countryside? No, they're not. They're native, as I understand it, to something called Elstree Studios, where they Doris about pretending to be from outer space or on a desert island or something. I don't know what they do in.
I'm sorry, it's not their fault that they're in the countryside. It is not their fault.
Is there another option, Stacey? Could they instead be rather than being killed? Could they be placed in a reserve, like somewhere like say Fraggle Rock?
Yes, actually, yeah. I think.
And who would bear the cost of that?
Well, that's something we'd have to think about.
Is it not something we should have thought about before now?
Fraggle Rock is not
There's
an
no
entirely
evidence.
closed system either. Let's not forget. There's always ways in.
Farmers have asked for this cull, so what's your message to them?
Show some compassion for a start. Why would you want to hunt a thing that is essentially a cloth?
You're talking about the hunt.
Yes, I am talking about the hunt.
Well, that is, of course, the snuffleupagus in the room. Is it not?
Yes.
Jim Bomb, you are famously a former master of Muppet hounds. You have a fairly strong
Absolutely.
reason to be in favour of this, and would you bring back the Muppet hunt?
The Muppet Hunt, absolutely. How else best to cull Muppet?
That would be your favourite option for the culling
disgusting.
of.
It's very fun.
Is there pleasure in this for you? I'm sorry, I can't fathom it.
You seem a fan of the exuberance of the Muppets. I've never seen a Muppet more exuberant than running away from a hound with its spindly arms just flapping around all over the place.
Oh, you only go after the old ones,
Large
do you? The old and ill ones, is that?
We don't go.
Would you go after your gran?
They're impossible to age. This is the other point that no one seems to be raising. The Muppets are otherwise deathless.
You're just
Well,
hunting
there is a
thing
good
that is-
argument that they're unsanitary. At least one of them lives in a bin.
Yes, but it's generally just paper in there. I've never seen any.
Do we know that for a fact?
Admittedly, not for a fact, but I've never seen any
contents of
sort of food. Please, I've never seen any sort of old food around there.
Right. Well, we have time for one last question. Jim Bomb, as a final word, would you take your children on a Muppet Hunt? Would you allow them to be felted at the end of a Muppet Hunt?
My children.
It's a clear question, Mr. Bomb.
Yes, I guess I would. Yes, I would. I would not, however, allow them to keep the sticks.
Jim Bomb, Stacey Ifonason, thank you both for stopping.